All right, today I'm going to install a new fuel pump on the 2006 Toyota Land Cruiser. So the first thing we need to do is depressurize the fuel system, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just alongside the Land Cruiser. I will say this is not the easiest connector to remove, at least in my case, by hand. I'm using these connector pliers. One tip, these, I know it looks like the way the plug is sitting there, like you would want to pull those little tabs out towards you. It's not really going to help you too much. You can see that those are just part of the connector itself. Yeah, these on the side are just providing a bit of extra friction. So what I did is just use those connector pliers, grip down pretty hard, and then just keep tugging on it. Now that I have disconnected the fuel pump, to depressurize, I'm just going to try to start the car, and obviously it's not going to start. All right, and that's it. Now that the fuel system is depressurized, the last step is just removing the negative terminal. Next step is removing the rear seat. 14mm socket on these. Now you can watch me struggle. All right. Next, I'm just removing this scuff plate. And second one. This style of connector, so you're able to just come underneath, pry up, and no big deal. 10mm. So it looks like we need to remove these seat lock covers. So I need to put this smaller seat down. Seat lock cover, some little hex thing. T20 seems to be exact. To get to the fuel pump, just somewhere in this vicinity, I need to remove the carpet. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks like they're just some pieces of Velcro, no big deal. Oh yeah, I see something new. You can't quite see it yet, but that's where we're going. It'd be nice to have both seats out of the way. So up to you when you do this, but you can do the same thing on the smaller seat to give yourself a little bit more space. I think if I just remove this step plate, it will give me enough room. All right. And having done that, I think this is acceptably accessible. Now I'm removing this plate. All right. Got a spider living under there. Wow, it is so dusty in there. So we need to remove the main fuel line and the fuel cinder line, which will be these two, and disconnect this connector. Just going to apply really light pressure here. And I don't know how pressurized this may or may not be, so let's be cautious. Okay. I'm just going to use this bag to make sure no debris is getting in here. Yep. So I just pull this straight up. Use an 8mm socket to remove these because I think they're on tight enough that it's likely going to strip if you're using a Phillips head, but we'll see. All 8 of those are off, which means the plate is ready to come out. Now I'm going to put those into a bag. Okay, I'm removing this metal plate First, it's off. Just very gently taking this out. There's a lot of fuel. I mean, obviously. Let me just bring it over here. All right. I see. Okay, so you want to be careful when you're sliding this forward. I think that you don't bend this piece. There was a precaution about that. So all right. Cool. So I just removed this top clip, and I wanted to see if that gives me some flexibility. It seems maybe. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just try pushing this forward now. Okay. It's a little rubber seat. I will replace that. Now it looks like this fill pump can slide off. Cool. Okay. New gasket. Keep in mind, one thing I'm not doing that you should do is plug these two holes with a rubber cap, but unfortunately I don't have that and did not anticipate that, so I'm just doing my best to be cautious there. New little hose piece, two new friction clamps. So I'm just trying to do the hose without bending this piping. And I'm hoping, as I'm putting pressure, that this is just going to slide into place. Yep. Nice. Okay. Looks good. Final step here. Just release these clips. Check these other connectors. And I might just set this down. New clips. I'll do clip number 1. Hose number 2 is on. That's okay. The torque spec on all of these is 31 inch-pounds. Okay, I want to go ahead and start the car before I get it all completely put back together.